Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Amma Mama. I have not posted in quite some time, and so I wanted to hop on and give a brief update as well as a quick review of the 3 books that I've read in the past couple of months. I am still dealing with my leukemia. It went into remission briefly, and I was referred over to the bone marrow transplant team, but I just found out today that I've come out of remission after not even being in it very long, and so I'm looking into other options to try to put me back in remission so that I can do a bone marrow transplant. So, I'll keep trying to post as I'm able to, but it's been kind of hit or miss with me with energy levels and also just with reading in general. I did read The Bourne Supremacy by Robert Ludlum, and I actually listened to that one, the audio version, which was okay. I think that if I'd actually tried to read it physically, which I started to, and then I decided to try the audio version, I think I would have probably DNF'd it. It was fine. It was kind of predictable though. Not my favorite book. I feel like some of the action and I don't know, just like the plot. Not that it was like a repeat of the first one per se, but it just felt pretty predictable. So I didn't hate it, but I certainly didn't love it. So if you like, I don't know, I guess like thriller, I don't even know if I'd call it a thriller. I don't know, a kind of suspense maybe. You might like it, but I don't know. I didn't care for it all that much. So I gave that one a 2.5, maybe a 3-star. So it wasn't my favorite. I also read Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, and I really liked that one. I know it's been getting mixed reviews. I think that what I appreciated was that I feel like it's open-ended, so maybe there will be another book. I know that some people felt like it was kind of drawn out with the war and some of the other stuff that went on in it, and I don't want to say a whole lot if you haven't read any of the books because I don't want to give anything away, but I think that it needed to be done the way that it was, and the war was kind of like a big point of the book, even just the series in general, and so I really enjoyed it. So I gave that one at least a 4-star. And then the last book that I've finished so far, and I just finished this one recently, is called the Book of Elsewhere. It was written by Keanu Reeves and China Miéville. I might be pronouncing his last name wrong. I really enjoyed this book. I think it also had some mixed reviews on Goodreads. When I first started reading it, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it because the writing style was a little bit weird. And I'm thinking that maybe what some people didn't like about it is that it went back and forth a lot between what was happening currently and what happened like way far in the past. But this particular book basically was about a guy who has been alive forever, and the kind of theory is that maybe he's a demigod, but he can't die. And so I don't want to give a whole lot away, but he is involved in the government, and he's part of like a team that goes in to take care of things, and they use him because of the fact that he can't die. So that's kind of the premise of the book. But so you get glimpses of the plot of what's going on right now, along with some of the stuff that's happened to him in the past. But those things are really pertinent to what's going on now, and it gives you a better idea of what's happening. So I don't know. I really, really liked this book a lot. I would say I probably gave it at least probably like a 4.5-star. I read it in like 2.5 days, and especially given the fact that I haven't had the concentration to read a whole lot right now, that's saying a lot for me. So I would definitely recommend that one. But I would say have a little patience for the first like I don't know, maybe 10, 15 pages. It might not even be that much. I'm trying to remember how long it was, but have a little bit of patience for the beginning of the book, because you kind of have to get into it a little bit so that you can start following what's happening and piecing the storyline together. But once you have that down, it makes sense and it's really good. So that is what I've read January and February and a little bit into March. I have another book that I'm working on right now. I will say the Bourne Legacy, I read it so long ago at this point that I don't remember like the names of the characters. And the reason that I'm saying that it was kind of predictable is that if you've read The Bourne Supremacy, it's the same characters in that. And I don't really want to say much about what the plot is, but him and his now wife have kind of settled down, and they're trying to stay out of government stuff and everything, and they get roped back into it. And I'll kind of leave it there, but once you get to that stuff, that's where I said it gets kind of predictable, and so it was fine listening to it. I don't think I could have read it. And then, again, Onyx Storm, because it's the third in a series, I don't want to say a whole lot, but you have all of the characters who have, are still in the midst of stuff leading up to this war and trying to find the other dragon species, and there's a lot of stuff going on in there, which I really enjoyed. So maybe my reviews seemed kind of lacking because I don't have a whole lot of details, but it's because those first two especially are part of like a series of books, and so I don't want to spoil it for anyone if you haven't read things leading up to those books, which is why I gave more details about the Book of Elsewhere than I did for the other two. Anyway, so that's all I have for now. I'm gonna, I'll post as I'm able to, but now that I'm getting ready to possibly be part of a clinical trial and my leukemia's come back out of remission and stuff like that, I'm not sure if I'll, how often I'll be able to post, but I am still reading. I am still trying to post when I'm able to. And so if you are still around to watch these videos, I really appreciate it. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your week and take care. And I will see you all next time. Thanks. Bye.